as per Ayurveda concept, oil gives, it has its own properties. What kind of oil you are using, depends upon that. Basically depends upon the quality of the oil you are using. So oil, it gives lubricating property to the food articles whatever you are eating. So that lubrication is very much required for proper absorption of the food in our digestive system, because as per Ayurveda perspective we have srotas in our body. So during the assimilation of the food, for the digestion as well as absorption, and ultimately for the assimilation of the food, that oil is basically very important. But then again, it depends how much quantity you are using. Oil is really very essential part of your diet. You should not refrain yourself from from the use of the oil in your diet, but you should certainly give a check on the quantity of the oil you are using and the type of the oil you are using, and don't go for like the highly which is there in the market, avocado or olive oil. Okay, fine, that is okay to have all those like mixing of the oils once a while you are using, but on the regular use, for the regular use you should go for the mustard oil, and you should not refrain from the use of the oil in your diet, because oil has healing property and it is an essential part of your diet. As per Ayurveda, there is a property of sneh. That sneh and that part should be there in your food, because if they are going to refrain themselves, there will be dryness in your body, there will be a lot of skin issues in your body. So that is ultimately going to happen. And for joints also, for the lubrication joints also, that is really important. Ayurveda is a personalized and individualized and customized medicine. So there are certainly classical references which are available in Ayurveda textbooks for the amount of the oil as per your age, as per season, and as per the condition you are suffering from, and as per the doshas. Doshas, that these are the biological humors for the constitution of the human body, because Ayurvedic perspective of human body constitution is entirely different from the modern perspective. So in Ayurvedic perspective, according to the Ayurvedic perspective of human body composition, there are doshas from which we are made up of. Say for example, I am Pitta Kapha constitution. I'm made up of, mainly in my personality, in my constitution, Pitta is higher as compared to Vata and Kapha. Pitta and Kapha combination is there in my body. So I have to select, even the type of oil depends. It's not only the quantity. Along with the quantity, we have to concentrate on the type of the oil also, what kind of oil we are using for our body, depending upon your constitution, and it varies from age and then seasons, and then according to your age also it varies. In India, we have different seasons, and according to the seasons, our constitution means like the ratio of the doshas in our body, they change. Means the dominancy of one dosh is different from one season to another season. So accordingly, we should opt for the oil. Say for example, on as a general rule, we should use mustard oil as compared to the refined oils we are using. But during winter season, we should use sesame oil. Sesame oil is comparatively, it is recommended during winter season as compared to the summer season. Because I'm Ayurveda practitioner and academician, so my basis of each answer will be the Ayurveda classical text, right? So as per Ayurveda perspective, again the human body is made up of physical biological humors and psychological biological humors. So our physical biological humors or doshas, they are Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and psychological, they are Sattva, Raj and Tam. So Sat means like you are the sattvic diet is you are inclined towards good deeds, and so that is the part of, means like my one word answer is yes, it is a part of sattvic diet. Oil has a certain lubricating property, in certain diseases, in some kind of, where the dryness is the reason, is the basic cause of your disease, or it is there in pathology, because in Ayurveda it is ruksh gun. Ruksh gun is responsible. Ruksh gun is responsible for your health as well as for your disease manifestation. So wherever in disease pathology or manifestation, dryness is the basic reason. So where we recommend oil as a healing property also. And as an external like application, always we recommend oil. If we are giving oil as a preventive or as a dietary intervention for prevention and for the health of the body, even and there also we are considering the age and the season and the pathology, the condition of the person. So as if we are intervening oil as a healing remedy, so there also we need to think about the type of the dosha, the type of the person's health and diet and whatever. So we have to check all those conditions while intervening oil as a healing remedy. If you are living in Europe or USA, there, yes, I would like to recommend olive oil as well, because as per their environment and season, the olive oil's digestion and as per the demand of the body, it is good. But here in India, olive oil is comparatively not good as compared to mustard oil and sesame oil. Sesame and mustard, these are the varieties of oil which are actually generated, which are actually produced in our own land very frequently, it is easily available. Number one, these oils, they do have the properties which are easy to digest, easy to assimilate as compared to olive oil or as compared to the refined oils. So they are their composition, the sesame oil and the mustard oil's composition is not very complicated to digest as compared to the refined oil. So because of these properties, it is comparatively, the mustard oil and sesame oil is comparatively good as compared to the refined oils. Coconut, again, it has certain properties which can heal and which can, it has some anti-inflammatory property, as well as it has some, you can say, it is heavy as compared to mustard oil. That I must throw light on that, because in southern part of our country, in India, it is okay to use to have the regular use of coconut oil, but in northern part of India, it is not recommended to use on daily basis the coconut oil, because it is really very heavy to digest. But of course, as a healing property, it has certain anti-inflammatory properties, and it can even kill some certain bacteria also. So that is why it is recommended. Oil which are produced with the traditional method is comparatively much better as compared to the commercially produced oils. And even I use for my personal use, I usually go for the traditionally produced mustard oil, or I use other oils as well, but on the frequent regular cooking, I go for this. Even the desi ghee and everything, we are using, that is also good, but up to certain extent.